prepare for California. Prepare for California means getting road ready. In fact, we're going to have to get another car because the one that we got, it runs perfect, but it don't, whatever the guy did, it still the water goes out. It don't take but turning the little thing. It's simple, but we want to get another one anyway. The other thing is about fundraising that we're evolving back into now. The other thing people think is that since we coasting, we don't do this, we don't do that, they think, oh, everything is falling apart. Everything is not falling. Everything is doing what we know it will do. And we will do it when we get ready. And that is revival. This revival starts basically now. This week was the first when y'all went around a little fundraiser. So before we go back to California, we'll take Dar Hijra, we'll take Islamic Society of Maryland, we'll take IAC, and we'll get one more. So we'll go to those places 1 week. We'll take DVDs that we'll make so they'll know why we're there. And we just give them away. And because by California time, here's what we want to do. We want to get back to California before the end of January. And we also want to raise enough funds to take care of what we do here and also to take care of what we have to do in California. So that means technically we have to be raising Eid money every week, but we can do it. So what that means is we have to take care of here because now, so you got to remember, we don't have any income for here, and we're not going to use them for income. Those will be our strategic management centers. This stage is different than the other. We're not allowing any pressure to make us do nothing. We're doing what we have decided is good for us, right? Okay, fundraising ain't no big deal. So we'll raise the funds to do that. We'll raise the funds to challenge the government in Oakland. We'll raise the funds to get all whatever hidden or overt legal representation, because now we're on a counteroffensive. This has been strategic defense. This has been strategic diversions. In other words, if the guy's going to hit you right in the face, you just turn your head like that, but you don't come under and then pop him back, you know. Now, we're dealing more with, let's call it strategic defense. Yeah, that's what it is. We've been dealing with it, but it's been a non-combative defense. This will be a non-combative defense, but it's like they teach you to block, punch, right? That's just it. So we'll have short punches. That's all. We'll block everything boss man do. Like we have been doing, I'm telling you, it don't make no difference what other people think, but for the amount of skullduggery and knavery that boss man has been doing, we have been doing very good here because of our attitude. That's the main thing. So fundraising package first stage, DC revival, for Oakland. Possible hold on, When we leave here, we're gonna do a couple of things with care, not against care, let's say with care. And then the Texas Muslim Legal Fund of America. See, no matter what people think about these groups, we absorb this punishment so long that we know who people are by what they do, not by what they say. Right? So remember what you used to call the Legal Fund of America, what is down in Texas? The guy act like he didn't know who he was talking to. Anyway, so I'll go through this later, but we'll have to deal with them. Sabiqun. Okay, we'll go through a lot of this day after tomorrow. But 4607, we got a use for that. 4481, Strategic Command Center. 5021, we got all of that. We're not using it for people to live in. That's what they thought we was doing. And that's what we would have did then. And that's what we bought it for before. But now we're building a superstructure. Yeah, a whole superstructure. Like in a few years when you look at it, we won't be doing this. We'll be moved on. Because this is an evolutionary. Do y'all need a little heat back there, or y'all got enough heat? Yeah, just push it up a little bit here. Okay. So what we're going to do is put together a few packages. Package number one is like we're going to put a package together of an outline of a lot of our old writings, so we'll know, bring people up to where we are and how we got here. So basically what we're doing now is, and what could happen is, you know where the brother used to print out all of our Chappelle, he used to print out all of our, could you get him to print out a whole copy of our As-Sabiquns? Right. That's so that the ones that I have now, I'm going to use them to put together a package. So I want to keep that whole thing. I got, as printed. So he got them on his, whatever it is. So could you talk to him about, yeah, okay. So that'll be finished.
You need actual paper, or you need it on the disk?
No, I need him to use his disc to print it out.
You need paper. You want paper.
Yeah, I want paper. Okay, remember, okay, so whenever he get it to me, I'm going to use what I have now to make up a brief historical, maybe kind of probably be 20 pages or something, overview of where we've been and what, you know what I mean. So if we got a 20-page article, it'll only be about maybe 2 pages I'll cut out. So what I'm gonna do right now is clip and paste a whole, just Scotch tape it together, so when I give it to whoever I give it to, they can redo, okay. So that's to deal with where we are and how we got here. You know what I mean? Because during this period, we're going to get out of the isolation. We'll get out and visit. They think we're here permanently. No, we've been here resting. And so we'll get back out. And the thing is 3 points. Number one is fundraising. We're not depending on them to supply us with the physical material needs. We're depending on ourselves. So that's why we have all these DVDs ordered, and we'll be duplicating those. but we'll make specific DVDs starting now. I mean, start tomorrow, the next day, and all that. Because the ones that we did before were prototypes. They were venting. We would never distribute like this is supposed to be a fundraiser, and we're saying you low down cowards, you scared Iranians. Da, 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 da. Well, if you did distribute those to even friendly Iranians, you wouldn't get no money, right? So we're developing new. We were doing that for a reason, to get out how we viewed a lot of this stuff. But that's not what we're going to use as fundraisers. Okay. I'll be as quick as possible, flyers. So that covers our As-Sabiqun. We'll do a As-Sabiqun for the past and the present. We'll do one for the present after that. And then we'll do one for our expectations of the future. That means all the writings that we have collected over the recent years, we'll start writing after that period on those subjects, what we expect for the future, and outlining what we hope for, and outlining what's possible, what type of attitude it takes to do that, right? And how do we verify that this is possible? What have we done? See, we're different than other groups. For us to say that is possible, we've been battling with Boss Man and not even batting an eye. And ain't nothing he can say that didn't happen, right? It has been happening, right? It's been happening, and it's for everybody to see. So we have to be, or we want to be an example for the future. What we've done, the historical past, we've already surpassed that. We have topped the line from Malcolm's time, Martin Luther King, and all of those people. We have already outdone what they were dealing with in their time and explained it and lived it and already shown the people what they can do with maximum oppression. And we've shown them the key: never fight another Negro when you got Boss Man, the Zionists, and the Americans out there. And when we accepted and dealt with the attacks that they made on us, that's what it did. That's what they were for. We knew it then and we know it now, but we really, really, really know it now. And I had to argue with all the people in California. I said, you have to stand down. You have to mind your own business. You can't get into this, and you can't, that stuff is on the film, right? You know, because everybody wanted to do something. You can't do that. You would be stupid if you let Boss Man come and get you to do, right, what's against your own betterment. No. So thanks to God. Okay, we'll move toward a close. This stuff, post-traumatic growth, that's the period we're in. We've used everything that has come our way for that, not post-traumatic syndrome or post-traumatic slavery disorder, whatever all that stuff they have. We haven't had that. Post-traumatic growth. Have we been dealing with trauma? Yes, we have. Have we been dealing with fitna? Yes, we have. But we've used it to help us grow and evolve. In fact, we wouldn't be able to get where we want to go if we couldn't jump over stages, right? And that final stage that we've been in is the final stage. And then how do you know it? Is because history tells you, okay, it's time to move on. You know it. And now it's time for us to do, we believe, what Allah wants us to do. Okay. So 10-year R&R. 10-year R&R, rest and recuperation, that's been a trap. They thought, oh, the Negroes is tired, right? And we just play tired. We said the white man think we're tired. So we get along. I'd even get a crutch out sometime. Sometimes it'd be real because the white man put stuff in his stuff. But a lot of times just be playing, oh, boss, man, I can't hardly walk. Oh, this nigga is. They sent somebody here from Sudan to study, people that known me for years.